Glory. I did do my morning prayer with you all this morning. We are in the season of Lent. I got 10 minutes with you right now. So I said, let me take this 10 minutes to talk about something I didn't talk about in my last live because that live was on me talking on the fact that today is Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's argument for an appeal, February 22nd, I believe, and yesterday was a victory, or the day before yesterday was a victory for him to win that that case with Heather Williams or whatever about the money situation. But I'm not gonna go all into that right now. But right now, what's been circulating, what's been going viral, is this whole thing about this Fannie Willis woman, this DA out in Fulton County in Georgia, who was taking taxpayers' money and misusing it for her luxurious life with her lifestyle, her luxurious vacations and lifestyles with her boyfriend, Nathan Wade, who is a special prosecuting attorney, okay, and who was an employee under her. And so many things is being uncovered about this woman is just so. To me, is she should just recuse herself. I mean, after all of this stuff that came out dirty about her life to the public about who she was. She should have just stayed off this Trump thing. She should have said, let somebody else do it. I don't want to do it because I'm not qualified to do it due to the fact that there's some things about me I haven't been honest about and I don't want that to surface. So that's what I think she should have done because now that the wife, Joycelyn, to God be the glory, thank you, Joycelyn, God bless you, who stayed quiet through this and who kept this thing closed about her divorce to her husband. And she wasn't going to, come for Fanny or whatever for what her husband was doing to her. She wanted to do what was right on the sake of their children. Now the children are adult children. So now things are just coming out about her husband. So now things just got to come out. You know what I'm saying? There's no more longer to keep it a secret. Now that it's all out in the public, now that Fanny decided that she was going to be the woman to go after former President Donald Trump and bring out all his scandal and lie on and say he stole votes and he was doing this and he's not the right president for the United States of America. See, that's not for me to judge. That's not for you to judge. That's not for any of us to judge because simple fact that we don't know how God is using that man. And I said that a long time ago that we better be careful about how we speak on these politicians because we as Christians, especially, and now the worldly people that ain't saved and the Gentiles, whatever they are out there doing, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the way they are. The world can, like the word of God says, they take care of their own. They care about their own. Okay, but when you on this fight and you on the side with the Lord and you supposed to be representing for Christ, you have to be very careful about how you use your religious platform. I'm gonna say that. And then on top of that, for us saints out here who claim to be Christians and claim to be, the people, the saints or whatever, that we supposed to go against the evil that's being done out in the world. We supposed to try to get these people to be winning on the Lord's side, not by doing the things that they're doing. You have to be very careful with that by judging Donald Trump. Donald Trump, and I'm gonna be honest with you, he never offended me. Okay? He's never offended me. If anything, he always entertained me, and I was always laughing at his character or whatever, on the simple fact that Donald Trump was a realist. Okay? He didn't offend me because whatever he was saying was true, and I felt it was true. I don't know about how you felt, but when I did listen to him, and when he did come about things that he wanted to do to better our America country, and how he wanted to, kick out these people and make America great again, and he offended, he talked about, people turned it around and said how he was making fun of kids that had disabilities or whatever like that, which I don't know about all of that. I don't know if he was making fun of them, but he was just trying to bring a point like, yeah, y'all using these kids, and, knowing that there's no such thing to him maybe, being that these kids have some delays or physical disabilities or whatever, that in God's sight, in God's sight, God can use anybody. And don't keep making them feel they handicapped. Nobody, there's no such thing as what God's creation is. It's a handicap. Everything was created perfect and by the God. So we like to use that as a way to get the hearts of people and to win people to favor us in the way of monetary gain for money for this. Yes, we need programs to help, the poor and help people that have disabilities and all of that stuff and medical help and assistance like we got from the Obamacare and, because some companies don't um, pay their workers. They don't cover, medical expenses for their employees or whatever like that. So the Obamacare there is to help some people like, that have companies that don't help them with their medical care. Let me go. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to just come now. This stuff has surfaced about Fanny and the things that's coming out about her life, even with her affair with Nathan Wayne, how this affair started even before the divorce was, with to wherever the disposition or whatever for the divorce or whatever, and she had played a role in that because he was having an affair with him. When the wife found out about it, of course they was separating. They was going through some problems with their marriage or whatever. So she now trying to flip this thing and say that Nathan Wade's wife was having an affair with one of his best so-called besties or best friends or whatever like that, and then it comes out that it was a lie. Show us proof, show the records where they at. But the wife came back and the wife clapped back and she said, look, this is I got receipts with you taking trips with my husband on your well, her attorney, whatever, wrote the disposition or whatever, showed everything. I know you go to the channels, you will see it, how this woman and everything is trying to find out her husband been, had all this money, spending all this money on his girlfriend and everything. What's up with the money for the alimony? What's up with the money for the children and everything for the education and the money I'm only getting she only getting like $1,400. I heard she's only getting $1,400 a month. She said this ain't got nothing to do with Trump. This is not nothing to do. This was going on before all of this. She was like, look, this ain't got nothing to do with Trump. Okay, this got something to do with what my husband been, hiding out on me. Like waiting to excel. Remember, her husband had all that money and he had all these estates and all this other stuff. And that wife was like, yo, she was flipping out and everything. Watch the movie, and then at the end and everything, she got the victory because after a while, her attorney came and she won the fight. She won the fight in the end. She won the fight in the end about with her husband, and after she helped build and establish him, gave up her life to raise kids, to help him with his career and everything with his firm or his company or whatever like that. All she gave up, and that's feel the same way for this wife, Joycelyn, and whatever the problems they was having in their marriage and everything, that's between him, her, and God. And you should have stayed your butt out of it. You shouldn't have never listened to Nathan. You should have never let him pillow talk you. Okay? You are a woman just like she's a woman, and you got two daughters, and where did they come from? Did they come from a marriage, or did they come from somebody else's husband and they illegitimate children? Which they have is not their fault if that's the way they came here or that's the way they were conceived or whatever. But I'm just saying, you should take her, see this woman as yourself. Miss Fanny. That's the way I'm looking at it. She should see that woman as herself and sat there and let Nathan pillow talk her. Okay? About it. And they do it. Men do it all the time. I mean, come on, I'm a woman too. And I know when I used to be out there, when I was dating and everything else like that, even when my husband tell me about his ex-wives or whatever, you think I believe everything? I'm seeing some things in him that I say that's probably what they saw and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm not gonna take sides. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there. But if you're gonna sit up there and talk about her to me and say things about her to me, I'd be like, hold up, hold up, hold up. This sounds familiar. You know what I'm saying? So you got to sometimes see your fellow woman as yourself. And you went in and you trying to trash this woman and say she was sleeping with the best friend of her husband, and that was the cause of their divorce, and you had nothing. Even though it didn't, on top of that, they got a video of you sitting on a platform talking about women and relationships at the workplace. And how people should not be doing that stuff on the workplace. And here you are, and especially dating somebody that is your insubordinate. Somebody that is below you, somebody that is your employee, and you going around doing it, and you coming for Trump. And I say, God got a special thing for Trump, okay? That's why he has his hands on you. Let me tell you something. God is using that man. whether y'all want to believe it or not, God is going to use this man. He's going to get the saints' hearts right. And he going to get right. But I'm just saying, God going to use Trump in a mighty way. You just don't know. You see what I'm saying? God is using that man. Because every time people come for him, all their stuff get pulled from underneath the rug. But anyway, Lord, let me get myself to work. I'll get back with y'all with this some other time. But this stuff is really, really getting hot, y'all. And I've never been in politics, but this is getting hot, y'all. This is getting hot. And I'm coming from it from a biblical point of view. I'm not really trying to come with it worldly. I'm trying to go at it as a biblical point. So anyway, y'all, you all be blessed. Have a wonderful thumbs up Thursday. Thumbs up Thursday. And I'll get back with you later. Love you. God bless. Peace.